The reconciliation between Saudi Arabia and Iran marks a significant geopolitical shift in the region after a 7-year rift. Not only will the two nations be reopening their respective embassies, but we're also set to see both parties activate a security cooperation agreement signed back in 2001, as well as the revival of a trade and technology deal brokered in 1998. Now, the deal comes after 5 days of intensive talks by high-level delegations from Iran and Saudi Arabia, mediated by China in Beijing. Saudi severed ties with Iran back in 2016, and the ramifications of that decision have been huge, to say the least, fueling tensions in the Gulf and deepening conflicts in both Syria and Yemen. Now, Iran's foreign minister says the regime is actively seeking to take further diplomatic steps with its neighbours. Of course, internationally, this deal also marks a diplomatic victory for China in a region that has long been considered part of the US government's sphere of influence, a signal of President Xi's intention to expand China's diplomatic and economic reach in the region. And while this may indicate a willingness by Saudi Arabia to increase ties with US adversaries, White House spokesperson John Kirby said Friday that the Biden administration welcomes all efforts to de-escalate tensions in the region, adding that Saudi officials kept the White House informed on the talks as they progressed. But of course, it's important to remember the context in which this deal has been signed. Tehran now finds itself increasingly isolated on the international stage, both in response to the regime's brutal human rights abuses against anti-regime protesters in recent months, and crucially, Iran's failure to adhere to its international commitments when it comes to its nuclear activity, with efforts to revive the 2015 nuclear deal now frozen. Now it appears Iran is looking to foster better relations and stronger allies closer to home. Neda Bashir, CNN, Istanbul.